What's up? This is Bam Margera.
Hey, I'm Josh from Catch Your Breath,
You're listening to The Loud Spot.
and you're listening to The Loud Spot.
Warning. The Loud Spot podcast uses adult humor and adult language in its broadcast. It may be unsuitable for younger audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Also, we are idiots. Please don't take anything we say offensive or to heart.
Oh no! Oh boy! Ah, here it comes! The motherfucking Loud Spot!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. I am your host, Sebastian. We got Don, Diego, and Sam all joining us on this episode. Diego's been gone for about 3 weeks, but he is back tonight with us.
I'm back. I missed you guys. I've been panhandling in front of the local Walmart to try and get my chops up for my radio career. It's in the dumps right now. So it's everything I can. I took a week trip with Sam. He let me ride in his cab. I made him breakfast every morning and snuggled him right every night.
And caressed members of my body.
I've learned to use my left hand, all thanks to Sam.
Because I told him, I said, right hands don't work.
Yeah, and it's obvious when you're in the truck and I'm in the passenger side. I'm reached over. What are you doing? What's this look like I'm doing, Sebastian?
Yeah,
you got to use your other hand. The left hand it is.
What am I doing right now? You don't know.
Inconspicuous.
So yeah, I'm back, by the way.
On tonight's episode, we do have an interview with Bam Margera that we are going to play for you guys. We also have Catch Your Breath, an up-and-coming new metal, I guess, rock band out of Texas. And they're going to be on here. We also have some music news, and we have some other news. For instance, people that have jumped out of airplanes and survived without their parachute opening.
Is that really news, though? I mean,
that's news. It's news. It might be old news because it happened a while ago.
Or happens every week.
I think people normally, I don't think every week a parachute doesn't open.
And I think the numbers are larger than what you think.
No, there's a lot. I got 3 cases that we're going to go over, but this is why I don't jump out of airplanes. Because I'd be the one that doesn't open, and also I would die.
It would be my time.
He would die boarding the plane knowing it's going up.
There was this chick that did it though years ago, and she fell into a mud crop. It was just muddy, and she had years of recovery, and eventually she walked again to cook her husband and her father-in-law dinner. Her name is Peggy Hill. So I draw.
Wait, Peggy Hill from King of the Hill.
Did you not see those current? Like, it was like 4 episodes. Like it was their anniversary, and that's what they did for their anniversary was jump out of a plane. And then she didn't want to go, but Hank was like, didn't force her, but he's like, I ain't going, Peggy. And she jumped anyways because she's a strong, independent woman, and her chute didn't fire, and she landed in like a mud pit. And it's like another 6 episodes for her to regain her strength. But because of Cotton is a pain in the what, he helped her with his little shins back to walking because he made her take care of the baby. Yeah,
it's literally insane. You wouldn't think that if you jumped out of an airplane and your chute didn't open that you would live, but the second one's the most interesting. The first one, though, 11,000 feet. This lady jumps off an airplane. Her chute doesn't open, so she pulls her reserve.
Yep.
And I guess it snapped. She was going too fast. It just snapped right off. And as she's free falling, she stays conscious the whole time. As she's free falling, she sees some like wire lines and tries to go towards those wire lines. There's a dude driving by, sees this lady free falling from the sky, rushes over to her. She's conscious. She's in the hospital for only 3 days with just like a fractured pelvis bone.
Whoa.
At 11,000 feet, man.
All right. So those of you who don't know, if you jump out, you're going to deploy your chute around 2,000 feet. And it's pretty crazy to think at 11,000 feet, the velocity from 11 to 2, she's gaining a lot of speed, and it's even faster from 2 to 0. So, and I'm sure she had her stability chute, which is that's the first thing you pull when you get out that keeps you straight. It's a little tiny chute. It doesn't really stop you from anything, but to see that her main and her emergency do not work, and on top of that, she just gets basically a busted up pelvis.
That's it.
Wow.
They couldn't believe it.
It's called not her time.
Everybody
has a time, and it wasn't her time.
She stayed conscious the whole entire time, dude. Like, okay, the second lady was it was a plane. The plane was going down. It was Christmas Day. They're flying above the Peruvian jungle.
I seen this one. This is Die Hard right here. I know it. I've seen this one.
Juliana, I don't know how to say her last name. Kopke or something. Anyways, 10,000 feet. She gets ejected from the plane as it's spiraling out of control. She loses consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
And all she sees beneath her is what looked like a bunch of broccoli. Because of all as they explained in the article, just a bunch of trees. Right. Unconscious, wakes up, who knows how long later, alive. In the jungle. Here's the thing. You just survived a plane crash. Now you got to survive the Peruvian jungle. And you got to get out of there, which she grew up by two zoologists and knew how to survive in the rainforest. Well, and so she was able to make it out of there.
Sounds like the pygmies didn't get her.
I was going to say, yeah, you got to, no, sorry. You were
going to go something that was just going to probably get you in trouble.
A little bit. But still, though, like jumping out of a plane, no. That is a fear. Like, no,
I'm not doing it.
It's a fear of mine too. I'm scared of heights and the chute not opening and it being my time.
I'm a scared of heights, but the chute opening is.
We got a 50th coming up.
I'm not doing anything. Sam tried to get me to go on the stupid iFly here in Oklahoma, where you lay on this little thing and it like floats you up and it acts like you're falling from the sky. Yep. No, I'm not doing that. Okay. I'm not doing regular skydiving. I'm not even climbing a ladder. To get on my roof.
I won't even go on that thing in Vegas, on the old strip where it like shoots you through and you're on. Yeah, Superman. Good.
I would rather take my chances with Jaws.
I would too. I think if it was swim with Jaws or jump off an airplane.
I'm already in the water.
That would be a hard one for me to pick.
I don't know. I don't like water either, but I definitely don't like heights.
I can't invite you guys anywhere because on my 50th, we're jumping out of a plane because it's been almost.
You know what?
I'll cheer you from the ground.
Yeah, I'll hold you first.
I'll video. I'll video you from the ground.
All you.
I'll video you from the ground.
That'd be the only way.
I won't even get close to the airport or where they take off from. Like, I'm not even getting in the car, dude. I'm going to tie myself to my couch so I can't get drugged into the.
My hands are sweating just thinking about it. Like I'm over here, like you said, I'm gonna start rocking back and forth here in a second. Just the thought of like, oh God, I don't mind getting drugged by Sam, but if I wake up in an airplane, I'm gonna be pissed. Yes,
the
I better wake up in a flatbed, not an airplane.
Right. The last one I want to go over before we get into When We Were Young festival. Is a guy, this is only 6,000 feet, but like really, is there not much? I mean, 6,000, 11,000, I don't care. Anything over like 10 feet's the same to me. So
I fell off my porch one time and it hurt real bad.
This dude was filming some athlete making a documentary, and he was paying more attention to his camera and forgot to open up his chute.
Oh my God.
Because he was looking, and then he said he looked down and he realized, oh crap, I got 2 to 3 seconds before I hit the ground right now. He said he pulled it last second, didn't do anything. All it did was lift his feet up over his head and he landed straight on his back. And he was conscious, but he was in the hospital for a long time. But I mean, dude, if you're gonna jump off an airplane and film someone, pay attention to the ground.
Well, in his defense, objects appear closer than they actually are.
Yeah, and he said it was snowing, so it was just a bunch of white. He said he didn't realize how close he was till he could see the texture on the ground. At that point, it's too late.
Yeah. Whoa.
I don't know.
Thank you.
3 different people, 3 totally different experiences, doing different things, and lived. So I don't know how many people have lived. Those are the first 3 when I looked up surviving parachute malfunctions or whatever.
That's because Sebastian's been on a conspiracy kick, so he realizes he doesn't want to do any more conspiracies.
I do. For a week. No, I do. I just thought this was interesting. No, for a week. Next week, we're going back to conspiracy.
Next week we'll go back to conspiracy because a lot of his videos are getting kicked off of TikTok.
Oh yeah, TikTok like for lies, misinformation. All right, let's talk about When We Were Young Festival. This is going to air on Monday. When We Were Young Festival, I think is going to be. It's this weekend, right?
Yes.
Is it Saturday and Sunday or Friday and Saturday?
Friday and Saturday.
Okay, and they got a bunch of bands there. I'm hoping that something big news comes out of it, so we can continue a conversation about something crazy that happened at the festival. But
are you hoping that Jared Reddick gets butt naked with Bowling for Soup on stage? So Jared, we hope. And
then the guy from Newfound Glory gets naked and stands right behind him.
I don't know. I mean, you won't be able to see him. So,
Sum 41 and Newfound Glory are playing. I thought Sum 41 quit playing, but I guess they all come together for this special event.
They already had it booked, so they're finishing out their touring before they go on their hiatus. So
wait, who? Okay. Sum 41?
Sum 41.
Yeah, Sum 41's done.
I thought they just. Oh no, that is right. They are done. That is right. Yeah,
they are calling it quits. But they're finishing out their 2023 touring schedule, and I think they're still overseas. So it's sad to hear, but it's one of those things where
it's time.
There's no money. There's no money,
dude. I was surprised when Don and I just saw Saliva and Johnny Pool play. There was like maybe 100 people there.
Yeah,
small venue. It was weird too because the VIP tickets were like $500, and I'm like, you can just walk outside to their tour bus if you wanted to for free. You can walk by the bar they were playing at. Let's go see them.
We know that.
Like $500 to what? Like literally just ride your bicycle in the parking lot and run into them.
Some people like it though. There's some people that like are down for that. I don't know. Maybe it's I guess spoiled in the industry. I don't know. I don't know.
I would be down to
do what?
I would be down to pay if it was somebody I wanted to see. But Drowning Pool and Saliva, it was great, but I wouldn't have spent it on them.
It was cool. And you know what? They didn't play any of the. I know they both have Saliva, especially with their newer singers. Everyone in the bands, you had a girl drummer, some guitar player named Sebastian, which was weird because that's my name. And then but they didn't play any original Saliva songs either. They didn't play Click, Click, Boom. And then they're playing all their new stuff, and I get why, but you still got to play some of the classics, even if you didn't write.
Well, they're virtually a new band. I mean, they're virtually.
Yeah, they are. They just change your name and do something different. Anyways, that's my 2 cents. Not that anyone cares what I have to say, except for me. Let's play Spiritbox. They got a song called Cellar Door, and it's loaded up. Let's play it right here, right now on the Loud Spot.
Always here to catch my
All right, we are hanging out with Bam Margera and Jack Daniel. You guys are in California right now?
No, we're in Pennsylvania. He just landed from Arkansas. I just landed from Florida. And you have to pay off my bingo debts, by the way, down to the casino.
All right. Yep, I will do that.
And you were you guys were in Florida, or Bam, you were in Florida with Tony Hawk. I saw some pictures. Actually, I read an article, a whole news article about that. Tampa has some sort of skating.
Every year they change the course, and they have Tampa Am and Tampa Pro. And Tampa Am is actually gnarlier than the Pro because once you're pro, you already have a skateboard with your name on it and your own shoes, so you're already set. You don't have to jump down anything. These kids are young kids that are Am trying to even become sponsored, so they're willing to jump off of the roof in order to become in top 10 best place. It's gnarly. They go for it.
Was it crazy? How often do you meet up with like Tony Hawk and some of those, like Bob Burnquist? Wasn't he there?
Yeah, he was there. They flew in all the vert legends to come and skate before the Tampa Am contest. But I see Hawk whenever I go to Southern California or whenever we cross paths. I mean, he put me in his video game, which sold millions and millions of copies. So he bought me a red Ferrari when I was 16. So we're always tight.
Dude, so one of my main questions I'm going to ask you is when you were doing the Jackass and, Viva La Bam, that whole MTV, when they were all about Bam Margera, did you ever think what is going to happen in my future? Like, do you plan for those as you get older, or you just kind of roll with the punches and see what happens?
I just rolled with the flow. I mean, we had $300,000 for every week to spend for 65 weeks on Viva La Bam to blow stuff up, fix it, fly people in, fly people out. So I would come up with these ridiculous ideas like, let's build a moat in front of my house with an alligator. We'll have a drawbridge. An elephant will come in. We'll start feeding it apples. And then Don Vito will drive my Hummer off a 500-foot quarry cliff. Boom. Okay. MTV approves. I'm like, what? I was kind of half joking about half of it, but all right, let's do it.
What does that come with some sort of like you're out in public and people know you as like this crazy, back then just kind of a young adult? Do people come up to you and just think you're going to be like this crazy fucking guy all the time?
Even tell I'll go out to a nice restaurant for somebody's birthday and they'll be like, I'm really glad to have you here, but you're not going to light the place on fire or have an elephant in here, are you? I'm like, no, man, I only do this stuff when we're filming. And if we're filming in a restaurant, the owner always knows what's going on, and we'll have hidden cameras or people will be hiding filming. But whoever the prank is on, such as the waiter or waitress, won't know about it. But the owner certainly will, because if the owner didn't, then they wouldn't let us put it on TV.
And I'm sure you are dealing with some of those pains today. As we get older, some of the stuff we do when we're young, we pay for it when we're in our 40s. What are you, like 40?
I'm 44, but man, when I was on all this medication and treatment, I was on 18 different things. I felt like I was 90. I was a zombie. And I can sum it up real quick. 16 staples in my head from diving in the Bloodhound Gang's moat. They said it was 7 feet, but it was only 2 feet deep with sharp rocks. Nearly broke my neck. Broken tailbone, 8 broken ribs, 4 broken ribs on the other side, 3 broken feet, broken clavicle, and 16 broken wrists. And this one is just like 8 or something. Every finger, every toe. And a broken hamstring, popped my hamstring. That was out for 2 years on that one. At the same time, Sonic the Hedgehog, no, Jack books these people. Sonic the Hedgehog, the Ninja Turtles, it was the Red Power Ranger. Like, he ripped his hamstring too. At the same time, we were both out for 2 years.
I remember that.
Yeah, pretty much fingering our ass all the time. I had to pull over on the side of the road and adjust everything because it hurt so bad to sit in the same position for more than 20 minutes. Terrible.
When you go skateboarding now, do you worry about? So I'm assuming you skated. So when I saw the article, there was Tony Hawk was there. Like all these people were skateboarding. They didn't have you with the skateboard, as far as I saw. But
yeah, I don't like to skate vert. They were skating vert. That's why I was judging it and announcing. But I was skating at Tampa Am. But it's so funny when you see these 16-year-olds slam, they're like a little bouncy ball and they get right back up like a little rubber band. If I slam like that at the age of 44, I'm out for a week or more.
Isn't that crazy? Oh,
it is crazy. I was actually supposed to, about 2 years ago, I was about to skate at noon with my friend at FDR, and they were like, call me the next morning. are you still going to meet us at noon to go skate? I'm like, no, all bets are off. I tweaked my back out. They're like, what skate trick were you trying? I was like, I wasn't. I was editing and the phone rang. I was editing like this for a couple hours and the phone rang. I got up and went, oh, and my back just got tweaked. That's what happens when you're 44. It sucks.
Diego just showed up. We're going to let him in the room real quick. They came early, Diego, so we kind of started this. We were talking about getting hurt and skateboarding now. It doesn't feel as good as it used to.
I think skateboarding is the gnarliest sport there is besides motocross, but motocross, you practice into a foam pit to the point where you're going to land it every time. But if you don't, you're going to get really hurt. But skateboarding, you could fall on your head doing the loop. You could knock yourself out. You could rack your nuts on a handrail. You could slide on your face on a ledge. You could crack your back on a ledge. There's endless opportunities to get hurt on a skateboard.
See, my youngest son, he does quads in those dips. I mean, he has a skateboard, but his favorite is his quads, and he will do them flips, and he will miss it, and just like you said, bounce like a ball.
Yeah.
He's 16, but man, he gives me a heart attack every time he goes in those barrels. Oh,
yeah.
Lord.
And if you're not on a vert ramp or a mega ramp, they consider it lame to wear pads. So
yeah, he doesn't.
Like if you have pads on and you do a gnarly skate trick in the skate park, you won't even make it in a magazine because you had pads on. They don't count it.
Yeah. He does not wear pads, any protection at all. And he's like, Mom, you need to come watch this. I just, landed this new thing I want to show you. And I'm like, dude, you're going to give me a heart attack. I'm sorry. I love you, but I can't.
Yeah.
So with the skateboarding thing, Bam, so many questions, bro. Like, you're an icon. I'm going to call it like I see it. You're an icon in like just the era of skateboarding.
Timing is everything. So, right when Jackass got so big, it was like a light switch that they didn't know that it would become that big. So by the time they could make any Jackass merch or anything, I already had BAM Element skateboards, Heartogram wallets, BAM glasses, BAM shoes. I was sponsored by Spitfire, Nike, and the list goes on. So everybody bought all my BAM Heartogram stuff before they could even put Jackass merch out. So I clocked Mega Bank, and then just the fact of being on TV, I got so many kids that didn't know that skating was cool to start skateboarding.
Yes, hell yes, absolutely. And that kind of plays into the question is what do the kids do nowadays? Because, and I could be dead wrong because I've been out of the scene. I just turned 40 and I work all the time, and it's just life, right? Life. So are those demos still prevalent? Like old school days? Like I'm from Cali as well, so it's like
I believe they still do demos. Probably especially in the Midwest, but you go to California, and there's always these little skate shops having demos or some kind of shindig going on. But not me. I don't do demos anymore. I just strictly skate for fun. And competitions were too much pressure. I placed at the Tampa Pro Contest. I did X Games and all that, but just the pressure of you have to land every gnarly trick in less than a minute just makes you so like nauseous to the point you might throw up or you can't eat 2 days before. I don't like that feeling.
I was gonna say it takes the fun out of it, right? Like skateboarding's such a natural thing, right? Like it's just
to me, it takes the fun out of it. But if you win, it doesn't take the fun out of it because then you can go buy yourself a new Tesla.
Yeah, you're making some money. Hey, I know we got just short time with you, so my last question I do want to ask you is, what does the future hold for Bam Margera? What are you getting into now? You look great. You look like everything's going fantastic in your life. What are your future plans?
Well, I met this girl. I was over here to talking at the Sunset Marquee, and she's like, listen, MRFers, I'm 43. I'm Sicilian and Irish. I was born in Jersey. I don't got time for I'm like, I'm 43. I was born in Philly. I'm Sicilian. Who are you? So she turns out she's a runway model, a stretch coach, and a fitness trainer. And she gave me the ultimatum, her poussoir or the vodka. So I picked the first option, and everything's been working out just fine. Get my legs back in order, stretching me. And then, we just wake up. We have a structured schedule of skateboarding, walking the dogs, gym, all that. Eating good.
You got it. You got it. The older, the more we have to eat healthy. All right, we are going to.
I have a strict diet of pussy meat.
Before we recorded this, I asked Bam what song he wanted to play, and we went with CKY's new song called
Replaceable, yeah. And check out Texas. We're coming to San Antonio and Dallas for the horror cons. Yeah, man.
You got to come to Oklahoma City.
Well, have Jack bring it up. This son of a bitch too much busy getting a rub and tug, hanging out with them Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I'll get mine when I get there. Thanks.
That was Replaceable by CKY. What up? Welcome back to the Loud Spot. I'm back. I know we already covered that, but I just wanted to say it myself. I'm back. It's been like a month.
No one cares. No one.
Yeah, I care. I care.
Yeah, I think people care. And you know why? Because in the month I've been gone, I've not heard not one person have a get off my lawn rant.
Yes, that's right.
Here it comes. My rant today is brought to you by the letters O for overrated, as in Drake's 10-year-old son. I know nobody else is following this, and I'm following it out of total spite, so I guess I'm also contributing to the overhypeness. But
I didn't even know he had a son. I know nothing about Drake.
He's probably got many sons.
He's probably got, he's got a few. He's got a few. He's like me. You got a couple out there you're not really sure of, and some you pretend you're not sure of. So anyways, 10 years old, and it started as he was just going to do a feature. I think that's what they're calling it nowadays. Is it's a feature, Sam. It's not you're not starring on or guessing what. I got a feature. Okay, so he featured on his dad's some track. I have no idea. Probably something about, I don't even know what. Who knows about Degrassi, right? Because that's how we all know Drake is so cool. So now it's broke off in this whole other phenomenon. This kid's 10. I'm gonna say it right now. Ready? Sound like crap.
Is he rapping?
It sound like crap. It's not even sounding good. But everybody's losing their mind though, because it's Drake's kid.
But we've already had this before with Will Smith.
I was going to say
Jeris
that
Smith.
Will Smith, yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So like it's and you know,
because it's Drake.
It's because it's Drake. It's because it's Drake. But this kid's gonna go triple, quadruple platinum over here.
Now, was his parts good? Because I haven't listened to the song at all.
His kid's part?
Yeah.
Does it sound like Lil Bow Wow?
No, it sound like it sounds worse.
Little Chow Chow. That's what it sounds like.
Little Chow Chow. Yeah, little Chow Hound. No, it sounds like crap. But they're gonna sell 1 million albums, and
that's right.
And that's gonna get pushed because this is where I make the big announcement that I just screwed up my screen. There we go. I'm back. Yeah. I'm back. I hit the wrong home button. This is where I'm gonna make the announcement that I now am going to be featured on Drake's next album. It's a love song to Ashanti called "I Love You From Afar," and you don't know it yet.
I don't know who Ashanti is either. I don't know who these people are.
Yeah, if it's in the rap or hip hop and not out of the 90s, Sebastian's out of the game.
Wasn't Drake in the top 100? Wasn't he one of the artists that we talked about in the top 100?
Yeah, he was in. Yeah,
you know, it's crazy that more of these like musicians' children aren't getting famous. I think a lot of these musicians don't like their kids that much. So, like, I know 50 Cent doesn't like his kid. I think is what I read.
A lot of them
don't shoot me over this, okay? I don't know if it's true or not true.
A lot of them are trying to save him from the publicity, though. They'll say that a lot. They're like, we don't want our kids in the limelight. But then all of a sudden they turn 18 and then they're famous because they've been, you know, under wraps doing all this stuff their whole childhood. So they really didn't keep them from the limelight. They just hid them from the public.
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
It's fine. It's fine. That's rant over. Let's get into something more entertaining.
Ronnie. What is Ronnie Radke up to?
That's the news I like to hear about. Ronnie Radke. Hey, you know what? The band that's on Catch Your Breath, they just played with Ronnie Radke. We're going to talk to them about what that was like. I see the guy in the background there. I think he's laughing at what I'm saying because he's ready for it. It's coming, brother. It is coming.
Why'd you get all Macho Man or Hulk Hogan on it?
You stepped into a Slim Jim right there. Yeah, you stepped into
everybody knows that Ronnie's always in the limelight and some kind of bashing him of this and that. But apparently he has been getting bashed a lot for lip singing during his concerts, basically having audio in the background. And so my daughter was actually in Dallas this past weekend and seen her with Avenged Sevenfold. And I want to play a short clip of it to show what his response to those new rumors are about him lip singing. I think it's hilarious. So as you can see, he was pointing at his face like, look, my mouth is moving. And I just absolutely love that about Ronnie because he's like in your face.
Okay, but he can still be lip singing it though. Just because his mouth is moving, that's what lip singing is. It's not
that is true.
You have to lip it still, right? You can't
That is true, but as fast as his mouth, I've heard him live. I know he can sing. Now, the ultimate challenge I dare Ronnie to is to do that whenever he is singing his Reimagined. I want to see that. Then he can settle all the beefs with he can't sing.
I don't know.
Right?
I think he probably really does. I mean, he obviously recorded it, so he's probably really saying it.
It's his diva personality to protect his voice. That's what he's doing.
Think this is just Ronnie nowadays, though. This is his shtick now. It's not enough to be an amazing musician. Like I just think I think he loves the controversy.
He likes the drama.
He loves it. Loves it. He keeps him going. It's smart. It's smart.
It keeps him in the news.
That's the thing is he's one of those guys where I think he wants people to always talk crap about him because it feeds the fuel that gets him going, and that he's made his fame off of that, just being very controversial.
And we're talking about him right now. So
exactly.
We're giving him his 5 minutes of fame.
Some of our greatest performances we've ever seen were lip sync, right?
Milli Vanilli.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Right. Let's start at the
Girl,
top.
you know it's true. Ooh,
No, I saw this meme.
I love you.
I saw this meme with it said Milli Vanilli looking at TikTokers getting famous off lip singing. And
Yeah,
it was like,
right. Because hate for, and also don't forget when we found out that Katy Perry can't play the flute.
She
Remember
can't.
that?
No,
I didn't know she could. I didn't know she
Are-
could
are
play
we
the
talking
The
flute.
other
about
video
Lizzo or
out
Katy
there.
Perry?
Playing? Was she like
The
faking
skin.
it?
What?
She was faking the flute.
Yeah, she faking the flute.
You flute flaker. Faker. You flute faker.
There's some flutes she can play.
Ask
In
Orlando
flute- in
Bloom.
flute.
Yeah,
But not
ask
one of the
Orlando
Oh,
Bloom.
we don't know that she can actually play the skin flute though.
Well,
I
she
don't know.
Orlando Bloom could probably tell us something else.
Well, she might
Yeah,
not be
like-
very good at it. We don't know.
In the meantime, let's take a look at the new song by Jeris Johnson, "When the Darkness Comes," right here on the Loud Spot.
Shadows in the street parading, there's no escaping. Hanging as a blood for painting a starry night. Can't you see the world is changing, disintegrating? Everything you know is gone. No, do you think you know who you are? When the darkness comes and there's nowhere you can run. If the midnight strikes and you lose your only son. When the darkness comes, la 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 la. Will you come undone? La 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 la. Think you know someone till the darkness comes. Gaze upon the ember light, you mesmerize. Ashes falling from the sky, eternal gray. The flame of chaos never dies, it justifies. Open worlds can never sky. Do you think you know who you are? When the darkness comes and there's nowhere you can run. If the midnight strikes and you lose your only son. When the darkness comes, la 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 la. Will you come undone? La 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 la. Think you know someone till the darkness comes. When the darkness comes and there's nowhere you can run. If the midnight strikes and you lose your only son. When the darkness comes, la 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 la. Will you come undone? La 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 la. Think you know someone. Think you know someone. You think you know someone till the darkness comes.
There's a place called France where the naked ladies dance. That's where they got that from. All right,
Yep,
we got
that's it.
Catch Your Breath. Let's get him in the studio.
New song from Jeris Johnson, wrote by Tim Burton.
Yeah,
All right.
all right.
All right, we are here with Catch Your Breath. We got Josh, we got Teddy, we got Keenan, a band that recently we just talked about, Falling in Reverse, who they, I think, recently played with not that long ago. So, guys, I'll direct this to Josh. Josh is, I believe, the vocalist, right? Is that
Yes,
right?
sir.
Okay, good. Thank God, because I could have totally screwed that up. And Keenan was like, "Dude, that's me, bro."
I would have told you it was Josh. I seen him play live.
Okay, good. So when we were talking about following a verse, I seen Josh over there kind of smiling. Okay, so did you get to hang out with Ronnie while you guys were on tour? And how was he with the bands?
I mean, I was smiling because that's like one of the first questions we usually get.
Ah, shit.
It's like, hey,
Sebastian's basic.
What's it like? Let me take these off because they're glaring. But like,
I'm
hey,
pretty
what
vanilla.
was it like touring with Falling in Reverse? And it was cool, man. It was super easy. They were so busy that they kept to themselves most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of like waving, I didn't really interact with them. But we got to hang out a lot with Ice Nine Kills and like Under Oath and Our Last Night. So that was pretty fun.
Awesome.
Right on. Go, Don, I want you to go ahead because she was so excited you guys are coming on here. She was super excited.
I have my catch my breath bag that I got. Y'all played at Cat Fest in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
And you were on stage and you said, "Now who all here knows this?" Because I know nobody here knows this. And you were actually surprised that a lot of Okies did know who y'all were. And I had actually had y'all on my playlist before I seen y'all live. And y'all do rock out the house. So amazing job at Cat Fest.
Thank you.
Nice. I actually live here in Midwest City.
Oh, I'm in Moore.
Oh, nice.
I didn't know you were in Oklahoma. And it said you were from Texas.
Hey,
we rep Texas.
I always got the OU at.
Yeah, see, I'm going to the game tomorrow, brother, in Norman. Boomer Sooner.
See that? See that right there?
Is that L's? Are you giving us L's?
No, he's an OSU.
Oh,
yeah, I'm a Cowboy fan.
Mike Gundy's old team, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they suck. Too bad they suck.
Isn't he still there? Gundy's still there.
No, that's fair. We're terrible.
He needs to retire, man.
Yeah.
So bad.
Mike Gundy only stayed because his son's playing for OSU. I think he wanted to coach his son when he went to college. I think that's the only reason why Mike Gundy's there. But I've never been to an OU game. I'm in UConn. I've been in Oklahoma for 17 years. Never been to an OU game, so I'm excited for my first OU game tomorrow. My wife went to OU, so I get to rep.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to weigh in too. There's no way Ronnie does not lip sync.
I know. I know he doesn't. It's that he gets that. He always cancels his shows if he don't want to sing. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he does.
So like Ronnie, when he gets like, you can tell when he's getting bored on tour because halfway through a song, he'll like flip from singing in like the singing voice that the song is called for, and he'll just start doing opera. And it's all like perfect, dude. Like he just starts doing this opera singing thing and he just marches back and forth on stage. And like, I guess he's just trying to have fun because like, I guess he gets bored sometimes of just singing it the same way over and over.
Yeah.
So he flips to this opera tone, and unless he like pre-recorded some backtracks and then told them before they got on stage, like, hey, do the opera one tonight. Like, there's no way.
Octane is showing you guys some love right now, a lot of love right now. You guys have hit some charts. I think it was like number 13 or so on Octane's countdown. I know they're like a top 20 or something like that. Is it crazy you guys are getting a lot of press right now. People are paying attention and catch your breath. In fact, I look at your Spotify numbers, like, I don't know what it was a few weeks ago, and it hit that, but it hit within just a week after me looking at it, it hit that 1 million monthly listener mark, and it was like almost there, then it hits there. Is it crazy to see that and then to hear your songs on the radio? Do you even listen to your songs on the radio?
You have to at least listen to Shame on You on the radio. Come on. That's like my all-time favorite right now.
That's like a yes and no. Like a lot of the time I'm forced to listen to our own music over and over again. I think it's awesome that we're playing. I mean, like, of course, like it's awesome we're playing on the radio. That's like every musician who's grown up wanting to be a musician. That's your dream, is to get on the radio. So that part's really dope.
Well, let's go to Keenan. He looks kind of quiet over there.
How we doing?
Good. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I think you asked how I was doing. I'm doing great. No one ever asks me how I'm doing. So
It's always what you doing.
Whoa,
never how you doing.
Right now, I'm doing an interview with the band called Catch Your Breath. We're in a podcast. We're in a podcast episode. Keenan, man, you look kind of young, dude. How long are you one of the original members of the band? Did you help form the band?
Oh, no. I'm actually 28. I am the second youngest of the band, I'd say. But I actually joined the band in 2021, right before we dropped Shame on Me. And that was, yeah.
And Teddy over there, I had a question for you, but I forgot what it was. Oh, yeah, you living your dream. Are you feeling like a rock star living your dream right now?
Yeah, it's pretty surreal. You know, I started this back in like 2013, and you know, we had nothing. There absolutely nothing. And now, you know, 10 years later, we're here releasing our first album, and yeah, and we only do this full time. So it's like pretty crazy to say that out loud.
What's it like when you get on stage and you got, I don't know how many people are there. What is like Catfest? By the way, I missed you guys at Catfest. That was this year, right, Don?
Yes. He showed up during Bad Omens, but I recorded
the end of Bad Omens. The end of Bad Omens, because I was in Wichita. I work in Wichita, Kansas. So I had to drive all the way over here, and I was a little bit late to the concert. What's Catfest hold like?
That was 10,000 people.
10,000?
I thought it was 9K that day.
Yeah, they weren't completely sold out, but yeah, it was almost completely packed on capacity for Catfest.
I remember when we were doing sound check and watching the people that when they opened the doors and everyone started running down the hill to get like it looked like zombies. It was kind of like
we were like, I guess we'll find out how much Oklahoma likes us today. I guess this is our crowd. Well, we were like just about to do the sound check. There's like, I don't know, like 500 people in the pit. And then we got on stage and checking our instruments and stuff. And people just kept pouring in. And it was like, oh, okay. This is like getting really real, really fast.
Oh, yeah.
Oklahoma doesn't get much, so we show out.
Yeah.
You know what I just realized? This looks totally pre-planned. We talk about Ronnie Radke, and then Catch Your Breath is on the show who played. We didn't think about that, dude, okay? And then I'm wearing an OU hat. I didn't know Josh lived in Oklahoma.
Oh, no.
No, it's like not pre-planned at all whatsoever. Is it cool, though, that you're just here in Oklahoma and you just get to play right where you're from?
Yeah, it was awesome. I slept in my bed the day before, and then the night that we played the show, I also slept in my bed. It was great.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Does the feeling ever get old playing in front of 9,000-10,000 people? Like when you hit that stage, when you guys know you're coming on stage, is it exciting? Is it a good feeling? Is it nervous? Do you get nervous?
Of course.
I've started to find like it doesn't really matter like if it's 500 people or if it's 10,000 people, it's still awesome.
Yeah. Nervousness, I didn't really feel that nervous for Catfest because it was daytime. I guess that's probably what would play into it. I'm not really anxious about being in front of a lot of people. And you also get to like let it set in, like you watch them come in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, this is what we're walking into. The first night we played with Falling in Reverse on the Popular Monster, doing the big amphitheater, like the hockey ring stadium thing. And we're just like walking into it and it's dark. That was a little bit more nerve-wracking.
Do you watch people walk in? You're like, look at that fat ass. Do you like judge? Do you judge? Does anyone ask you that question? How about that? when people are walking in, do you judge them? Or are you like,
I judge Teddy.
So cool? No. Teddy judges them. He's like, look at that fucking piece of shit over there. He likes our music. He does do that. I can tell he does that. All right, guys. You guys have a new song you're here to promote. It is called, what the hell is the name of the song?
Mirrors.
Is it Mirrors or Mirror?
Mirror.
No, it's not plural. See, it's not plural. It's a singular Mirror song. This is coming out on your album today. Did it drop today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Today's album day.
All right. So that's exciting too. And the song Mirror came out a little bit ago, which is getting pushed on Octane. Is it the music video? I don't know if it's a music video or just like
it's a visualizer.
Visualizer. There we go. We got the visualizer for Mir. Let's play that right now. Thanks, guys. Stay right there till after the song plays, please. All right, let's rock it.
Another day, another chance to wake up and hate myself, or try to drown it out. Another day, another break, I think I need some help. Don't leave me to myself, 'cause I get tired of all these problems I've created. The only hell I ever made was in my head. The more I try to change my reflection, the clearer and clearer, stranger in the mirror. The more I fight off my imperfections, never and never, stranger in the mirror. Oh, the stranger in the mirror, in the mirror. Oh, the stranger in the mirror, in the mirror. They said the medication would hold up, but therapy only works if you show up. In the mirror with a face full of cold blood, looking at a person I don't even know, huh? I tried numbing it out, I tried opening up, I tried telling them I'm lost, but it don't help. With a bottle and bag, I keep circling down with all my demons till I'm caught in my own hell. Gotta get it right, what's the remedy I need just to live a life? Fake a smile for the world like the shit's fun, but I'm dying on the inside. The more I try to change my reflection, the clearer and clearer, stranger in the mirror. The more I fight off my imperfections, never and never, stranger in the mirror. Oh, the stranger in the mirror, in the mirror. Oh, the stranger in the mirror, in the mirror. I've been feeling empty, something's in the way. We can play pretend and pretend that I'm okay. I've been feeling empty, often in the days. I think I'm way too far gone, but still the more I try to change my reflection, the clearer and the clearer, the stranger in the mirror. The more I fight off my imperfections, never and never, stranger in the mirror. Oh, the stranger in the mirror, in the mirror. Oh, the stranger in the mirror, in the mirror. Oh, the stranger in the mirror, in the mirror. Oh, the stranger in the mirror, in the mirror.
This is the Loud Spot outro by Nothing Short of Tragic. Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the Loud Spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does Nothing Short of Tragic have his back again? Yes. Does everything that's good really have to end? Yes. A pimp host has to pimp show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.